And action.
I think that there's an infinite supply of these urban legends, and you know, if for whatever reason they get to a point where they're like, we don't want to do any more, they can very easily bring back ones in different forms. I mean, it's kind of you know, there's no holds barred. It's just kind of impossible, unlimited possibilities.
I don't know if it's necessarily changed my opinion about supernatural things. I think that probably takes some real-life experience to really alter whether you're a believer or a non-believer. But I definitely know the lore a lot better than I ever have. And I know that when it gets cold in the room, it's not just usually it get cold and be like, man, I must have just had some ice or something. You know, I wouldn't really think about it. But now I'm going, ooh, it's a ghost. And I know, you know, it's not a ghost or whatever.
You know, I like to say now that if something is there and I do run into a spirit or a ghost, at least I know what to do. You know, I hear something go bump in the night in my house, and I just, you know, I wake up and kick the door open. What? Probably not the smartest thing to do.
I know a lot of people that sort of watch Grey's Anatomy or CSI or something purely because they're like, you know what, that's what people talk about at work, so I just kind of tuned in so I could know what's going on. But the fans of this show are devout. I mean, they ask me questions, you know, 15 minutes into the episode, Hookman, you said this to Dean, but later in 32-minute mark, I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about, and it's so awesome that you do, but you know more than I do about the show. And so that's really flattering, and it helps you go like, man, people are paying attention, so it's good to know in the back of your mind, like somebody is appreciating what you do, and little intricacies. You can't just phone it in and BS your way through the show because it means a lot to a lot of people, so it keeps you motivated. I've gotten some cool fan mail and postcards myself from, you know, Singapore and Brazil and all over the world, so that's kind of interesting. I was in, over the strike, I was in Barcelona and I was in Paris and I went to London and I was getting recognized and it was so strange because I'd been overseas before but never really, hey, you know, and I was going, hey, what's going on?